Come on closer, baby, let the lights go out. Yeah. We fall and then we rise. No, my alibis don't wanna hurt now. Yeah. Pull into the fire, baby, we could ride the night, yeah. I'ma show you, or we could shine the light, hey. Lift your hands, free your mind and mind combine and float up to the higher. It's okay, it's okay. Close your eyes, baby, let me show you pure love, pure love. Come on, baby, let me get you close to pure love, pure love. Pure love, pure love. Pure love, pure love. Walk a straight line, how many fingers? An ecstasy, fragrance lingers, yeah. And those endless conversations, and you feel it floating now. I finally got you, and I'll follow you into the fire. Baby, we could ride the night, yeah. I'ma show you, or we could shine the light, yeah. Lift your hands, free your mind and mind combine and float up to the higher. It's okay, it's okay. Close your eyes, baby, let me show you pure love, pure love. Come on, baby, let me get you close to pure love, pure love. Pure love, pure love. Pure love, pure love. Hold me up, cause you never wanna drop me, not me. Got the key, dancing to unlock me. Side to side, know their fingers don't faze me. Crazy to say, but nothing gonna stop me. You're talking to get you. I ain't playing with you. I ain't playing with you. You should say what you say. Come on, get it longer. Come on, get it longer. Close your eyes, baby, let me show you pure love, pure love. Come on, baby, let me get you close to pure love, pure love. Close your eyes, baby, let me show you pure love, pure love. Come on, baby, let me get you close to pure love, pure love. Show you, let me show you pure love, pure love.
It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free 888-994-4995, Studio A right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
And welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe on Wednesday. Happy Hump Day.
Happy Hump Day to you. Now I understand the meaning of your Hump Day. That used to be
My
back in the
meaning?
day.
Not my meaning.
Yes, back
That
in
was
the day.
created by Z100.
Was it?
It was a commercial on television where they brought in a camel. And the camel would talk. You remember this? And the camel would say, happy Hump Day. And then he chased some secretary.
A secretary?
And the secretary says, get away from me. And he says, no, run away from me. You don't remember that?
And now it would not be appropriate. It would be like workplace harassment or something.
Why?
Because
It's a freaking camel.
someone was chasing the secretary.
Wow, really?
I'm telling
Now
you,
that's
everyone's very
harassment?
sensitive these days.
Get out.
I don't know.
Talk about sensitive. We have two guys in a car
Yes, we do.
on the road. And you talk about sensitive. These two guys, are they on?
We're only seeing the roof. So we got to text them and see. We got two guys in a car heading up to Cold Stone Creamery in Boynton Beach. There are two locations, Boynton Beach and Lake Worth. They are the official ice cream sponsor of the Brooklyn Cafe show. So we sent Slick and Vinny. I can't think of two better guys to head up in the car to do Two Boys in a Car than those two. Bring some ice cream back for the crew.
Yes, but the funny thing is that the segment is two boys in a car.
They're already there.
They better not be there.
They're already there.
Okay, they were supposed to be there, but turn on the cameras on Vinny and Slick. God help us all. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. So we got two boys and the car, and I guess the highlighter is the car.
Hey guys, we like that car liner.
Can we see the two boys?
Hey Slick,
Hey, Slick.
Vinny.
She's still around. And plus she helps pay rent.
That's Vinny. They're hilarious. All right. Tune in for more of Two Boys from the Car.
Yes.
We actually get to.
Maybe the next time we'll get the bumper and the spare tire.
We had a great morning. We had another show call in and asked us to do the start of their show, a cold open.
That was hilarious. I'm still trying to figure out what that was
And
about.
what did we say? What did we say?
And now,
On with the show.
on with the show.
So that was our morning show within a show. That was we should do a show within a show.
So what do you call that you gave Chuck for his birthday?
A cameo.
Is that what it's called? Mm-hmm. So now we are doing free cameos for anybody that wants us to say, and now back on with the show.
I told you, they said that we should actually register with Cameo to do paid cameos
we
as
should?
talent.
Who
Yeah.
the hell would want to hear us?
Apparently people want to hear us all the time. They found us.
Wow. That's a scary thought. I got to check out that show.
Got to check it out. You can do your whole Freddyism things. And then this morning we had a great show. We had BYOB with Dr. Sam Goldman. She is an occupational therapist, but she works with families and children who are picky eaters. Get them moving, some behavior modification, changing the food in your house, how to make maybe one meal that makes everybody happy. And it's pretty amazing. She's got her PhD in occupational therapy.
What is that girl, 12? How old is that girl?
She's probably around 30, 31.
She's 12.
Such a sweet girl, right?
And so full of information. I threw her a couple of questions that I got being a coach and having different siblings playing for me, and each one wanted to eat something different. And she handled it like a trooper. It was a great answer.
I remember being young and going, oh yeah, I get on the floor and I play with the kids back in my teaching days. And you know what? It's beautiful that the youth is continuing to do it.
So you remember being young?
Yeah. I'm not young anymore, I hate to tell you. You and I are closer to the other grandparent side of the world than the young side of the kid side of the world. You're already there.
It's funny. Look, Teddy said, Slick, Vinny, we are going to you guys.
But we see the roof.
And we see the roof. Did they change the angle?
They're calling back in. Yep.
Okay, let's bring them over.
What's going on?
Hey guys, how are you?
Thank you for showing us the interior of your car.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, no problem.
Yeah.
Anytime.
How's it going there, guys?
Right now we are about to embark into Cold Stone.
Yeah. We're just
We're gonna get some
chilling.
ice cream. We're just chilling right now.
Yeah.
You're going to show us the whole visual. So where are you located right now?
We are in Boynton right now.
And there he goes. Get your hands off the camera, Slick. And no. There we go. Now this is about to become a very bumpy sea ride.
This is not bumpy. Very smooth. How are you feeling today, man?
So tell us where you guys are. You're in Boynton Beach. Where? I think they're in the Quantum. I think they're on Boynton. I don't know. Hey, Slick, where are you in Boynton Beach?
Like it's very hot outside, guys.
We can handle Florida
Very
California.
exfoliating for the skin, though. But You know, I can't. Ivan. I don't know if Taylor's in, but we are in Cold Stone. This is the Boynton Beach location for one of our sponsors.
Show us the place. It's nice seeing you guys, but show us the place.
For the ice cream.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Look at that blue ice cream.
Yeah.
Wow.
And here is one of the workers of Cold Stone as well, guys. How you doing, man? And I don't know if you guys are frozen. Are you guys frozen? I can't.
No, we're just watching you. We're just not moving.
No,
Hello.
we're good. Oh, okay.
We are mesmerized by your beauty.
I'm sorry, but like, I mean, since I lost sound again because I can't hear you guys, all I have to say is the best way to enjoy a hot day.
Bro, they have cotton candy.
I'm getting cotton candy. Well, I was gonna get Rocky Road, but I'm getting cotton candy ice cream.
You're going to bring some ice cream back? Teddy needs gluten-free, remember. Teresa, what kind of ice cream you want?
Dawn, I am so sorry, but I don't know what's going on. It's like, I'm just not feeding correctly into my... I'm gonna call right back. So
Okay.
back with two men at the ice cream shop. I'm gonna call
All
right
right.
back. It's just something.
Tune in more with two boys in the car from Cold Stone Creamery. I think Taylor's on her way to see you guys. Why is he so sorry to me?
I have no idea.
He goes, Dawn, I'm so sorry. I don't know.
He couldn't hear what you were saying.
Oh, okay. Teddy, do you hear me? Okay, that was just slick. But I'm excited. This morning we got to rehang some artwork and move some things around. We've got some new paintings for our Let's Talk Art Show coming out today at 2:30. And we've got Alan Benowitz, who is a new artist photographer, joining us. Can we call you an artist as well?
A photo artist.
A photo artist, okay. Who's joining us. You see these spectacular pictures behind us. So welcome, Alan. Welcome to our family.
Delighted to be here. Thank you for the invitation, Fred and Dawn.
Now, everything that you see behind us is for sale. He has other pieces in the mini gallery, which we are moving things around because now with the hub, we have multiple cameras all over the place, and we're trying to get as much as we can in the shot. And look who's in the house.
Barbara Silver's
How
in the
are
house.
you, Barbara?
So you are from Brooklyn, so this is kind of perfect for you.
Yes, it's Brooklyn, of course. I'm glad I grew up in Brooklyn, and to be here on the Brooklyn Cafe is very fortuitous and coincidentally beneficial.
Amazing. We'll meet Barbara Silver. Barbara's another one of our artists in-house. I don't know if you've ever met.
No, I
This is
haven't.
Alan,
Nice
this
to
is
meet you.
Barbara.
It's funny because we set up the Brooklyn Cafe so people will come and try to get a sandwich. And we got away with that for the first 6 months. Well, where's the deli? Even Teddy came
As a barista, yes.
as a barista because I did it on purpose so that we can. That isn't a true story. We called it. I don't even know why we called it the Brooklyn Cafe. We had no reason to.
What
call
we
it.
do is called Two Boys from Brooklyn. And then the boys split up, and a boy and a broad from Brooklyn didn't sound so good because you're not even from Brooklyn. So a boy from the Bronx and a girl from Brooklyn didn't make a whole lot of sense. So
Well,
we
we
just
could-
rolled it out this
We
way.
could have been from New York City.
We rolled it out this way. But these pieces behind us are amazing. Your photography is just spectacular.
Thank you.
Let's talk about some of how this all came to be.
How did it come to be? Well, when I was about 12 years old, in the children's home in which I was raised, I was given a Minix spy camera, and I experimented and taught myself. I took candid photographs in the dormitories through the vertical opening between the hinges of the doors,
Wow.
with some very interesting results, some of which I cannot discuss here, but they were fun.
So did you go around the children's home and take pictures you weren't supposed to take?
And then I was given access to the dark room to develop my own pictures, which began with black and white photography.
Did you have a spy camera on your tie?
Pardon me?
A spy camera on your tie?
No.
Because I'm curious that some of the shots you got. Remember the guy that we had on, and he used to go all around the country to places he wasn't supposed to be. And I just get this feel that these pictures that he got were taken with very quiet ninja style.
You know, it's interesting. You know how you have your old camera that you converted to digital?
Yes.
I'm assuming you had to do the same thing at some point, convert from film to digital.
Yes, and reluctantly, I converted in 2012 from 35 millimeter film to digital photography because it had made some advances in the technology. I relied on some of my photographer friends to be guinea pigs and converted earlier, and they were challenging years. But while I love film and the color saturation, digital photography has come a long way. It's very efficient with great results, and I don't have to bring 35 rolls of film with me when I go on a trip.
Has it been different? Have you been able to get different shots and different color vibrancy through digital?
No, I pretty much get equal quality. On my first trip with digital, I brought my film camera to Africa and shot 50% of my photographs with each, with similar shots, and compared them. And to the fine eye, the color saturation was a little better with film. But what I do is I scan the negatives, equivalent to a raw file, onto a digital, a disc, a CD, and process them from that point forward. I don't use Photoshop, but I do edit manually, pre-edit manually in camera to minimize post-production, and I rely on minimal tweaking for saturation and color saturation and sharpness.
It's really fascinating. The one behind you, Freddie, these location shots, the 4 monks, there's 5 actually, in waiting, that was taken in Tibet?
Close. They were taken in Bhutan. At an annual festival, and they were in this tent, and I just saw this moment I had to capture, and you can't be shy when you want to capture a candid photograph. If you take it posed, you lose the dynamic, and they're no longer natural. So I just took the shot quickly, one only, and it came out pretty well.
Do you remember National Geographic posted the lady with the blue eyes?
The Afghan woman by
And then
Steve
the
McCurry.
hunt went on for 12 years to find her.
You can still see her eyes, right?
But they found her. They think they found her anyway. But it was the hunt that made the picture famous.
Oh, it's an iconic photograph of Steve McCurry's. He shoots a lot of nature and National Geographic and people photographs. And my favorites are those as well as architecture. And he has inspired me.
It's amazing that if you capture a picture of a moment in history, of how that will go on forever. There was a gentleman that caught a touchdown pass at a Super Bowl game, and his tippy toes stayed in bounds in the corner of the end zone. And there was a photographer there that caught the shot. Now, there was 1,000 or 10,000 photographers there in that stadium. Only one guy caught the shot. He got lucky to be at that end of the field at the end of the game, and that picture went on for millions. And it's still, in the sports world, still used. It was an amazing catch, amazing shot. He froze time, they called it, which is what I think photography is so different than paints and pencils. It freezes time. When I look at that, I remember my upbringing in New York City. And you freeze me every time that's why I put it in the lobby. It freezes me.
You're referring
It's
to
the
the
story
parachute
with it.
ride in Coney Island, Brooklyn.
Oh my God, yeah. And I was deadly afraid of this thing.
Pardon?
I wouldn't get on this ride. I was so scared of this, but my brother went on it. All 12 of my cousins went on it. I was the only one that didn't. So when I look at this, it reminds me of what we talked about. Don't give in to fear. And it reminds me, it goes to show you photography plays on the mind different than anything else. It's one of the things that I've learned doing this.
I also have a confession. I rode on the roller coaster, the cyclone, and steeplechase, and I too never went on the parachute ride because I was afraid to go on it as well.
Wasn't it the scariest thing? And my brother said, come on, Freddie, come on. No, I've been on the cyclone. I remember when they tested it that morning, and it landed in the ocean. Remember that one?
Yeah, I remember.
I remember that one. But that thing, that picture, it freezes time.
Well, it's the colors on it that are so
Amazing.
spectacular. You can see the whole piece.
And
And that's
again-
what I love so much about his photographies. It captures a moment, but it's the colors. That's why we put some of them in the lobby to change the feel of when you walk in here. to give us some more light and some more color and bring us into summer, into spring.
And everything you see up here is for sale. Okay, that's his number there. We have to get his number up
That's his address, correct.
so that we can get the sale. And everything, you know, Batman and Robin, they used to have Mr. Freeze. You remember Mr. Freeze, the villain? Well, Mr. Freeze used to freeze you up. And when I look at photography, which I have a different niche with photography because I see certain things in photography, the freezing of time to me has always hit home because it takes you back to where you were and things that you lived. And all these stories happen. You know, I gotta just say that I lost my uncle yesterday or the day before in passing, Willie. And I want to thank Dignity Memorial and Wayne. And I'm gonna tell you, wow, what a story I got for you guys on Friday. They have helped beyond belief. But I remember going to Coney Island with Willie and Gloria. I remember these things. And now that he's passed, all of a sudden, all of this stuff comes flowing because that picture now will be in my brain forever because it brings back time. You know, that's why when you say, oh, I'm getting old, you're not getting old, you're getting better. And these are the memories that fill those pockets. And that's why what I think, I have to compliment you because when I first met you, I said photography. My goodness gracious. Talk about God sending you a message, and here it is. I remember sitting under this thing with Willie and Gloria. They wouldn't get on it either. But it reminds me of another time of life, which is amazing.
And I love this one, your cigar lady. The depth perception on the cigar.
Well, I took that in Old Havana, Cuba. I was on a mission to help the elderly with a group, and she was in a square taking a nap. And I saw this moment and this huge cigar in her mouth, lit. And so I approached her on my knee to exaggerate the size of the cigar. When you take a picture below the subject, it's larger. Well, it didn't need any enlargement. This is the largest cigar I've ever seen.
It's amazing. I thought it was a painting.
When I first met Alan, I thought it was a painting. Also, when you were on Max's show.
Well, my framer seemed to feel that way with some of my work too, but they're not. I just like to capture and create vivid images of people and other subjects. And she started to awaken as I approached her, so I snapped the picture, so it is candid, and her eyes are like halfway open during the image, and she hadn't really focused on me, so it does qualify as a candid photograph.
It's remarkable.
And it's amazing because and Maria Teresa is sitting here, young, and she's a young lady. And these are some of the things, as you grow up in this business, if you stick with this business, some of the things that you can love about what we do are the tidbits of the past meets the future that will then create the past meets the present that will create the future. And this is some of the stuff that you get to do. Some of the things that you get to enjoy, some of the things that you get to feel, because this is a feel business and will always be feel business in cameras and radio and Comcast and all that stuff. But it's amazing how things light you up when they touch your life. There's no such thing to understand something until it hits home. You know, we talked about that.
It's interesting because when you brought the pieces in last week, we put them out and they were lovely and everything, the homage to the Brooklyn and Coney Island. But then today you hit with a story. And the story didn't hit you until today.
Until the pictures came out.
Until
That's
they came back
100%
out.
right.
Well, it was taken about 6 years ago on the boardwalk of Coney Island. It's of an image and a structure that was really frozen in time. It's really like a time warp because it appears as it was back then, and of course the city has maintained it very well.
What's all this travel like that you've been to Bhutan and Tibet and Cuba, and you've been in the photography, you're actually going there and doing these incredible pictures. What has that been like for you?
Well, very fortunate. My travel began through my earlier profession as a court reporter on international assignments. And I would go with on cases of multi-party litigation, which meant numerous attorneys. And after the trip, I would stay in each of the cities for about 4 days before returning to Miami. And I would present each attorney with a 36-photo 4x6 miniature album as a memento from the trip. And after a number of years in the late 90s, I was told, Alan, you ought to take it more seriously. Your work is pretty good. Well, I had a full-time job. So I gradually worked it in and had part-time shows. But I was able to go to countries such as England, Italy, India, and with the Miami Ski Club on non-ski trips, we'd go to Africa, Asia. I was there for 28 days, to Sri Lanka, Nepal,
Wow.
Bhutan, and Singapore. And what has really, I consider myself a cultural photographer because I really love photographing people. You capture them in their personal lives, their poverty, their occupations, their dwellings, their moods. I found the people of India, Cuba, and Africa and other places where they do not have the benefits that we have, and they're poor, but they maintain their gentleness and happiness notwithstanding. And they have evoked emotion for me and my viewers because it reminds me of our ancestors who came from Europe to flee tyranny and sacrificed a lot to come here to create a better life for our family, our children. And we are blessed to be in America, and it gives you a greater appreciation for that.
I gotta ask, you've done 10, 20,000 photos?
It's a low number.
All together, it's gotta be at least how much?
I haven't counted them.
At least 20,000.
I'm sure over time.
What's your number one picture taken?
The number one picture, well, in popularity, it's Cigar
No.
Late.
In what
Oh, your favorite?
your favorite?
You know, I've been asked that question before, and it's hard to answer because I don't take a picture unless there's passion behind the shutter.
So tell me the
And
passionate
I don't
picture.
bracket, I take one shot only, and if I don't get it, I learn why, and that's why I was self-taught, to capture it the first
Which
time.
one stays in your brain the longest?
It is so difficult. I guess when I was in India, the images of poverty really emotionally got me, and I tried to portray images including the architecture in different countries and villages. And so it's a close call between people and architecture that have really captivated me. The architecture because of the forms and shapes, and people because of the emotions they evoke.
Excellent.
When you were on Max's show, you brought in, you got to see it. When you went, all the horses.
Oh, that's
Those
the
Arabian Nights.
Berber Bedouin tribesmen from Morocco. I was invited by King Mohammed VI to photograph his annual festival in the Sahara Desert called the Musem de Tantan. And before I left, I looked up on Google where Tantan was. And one thing came up, Tantan, the nowhere town, who'd want to go there? Well, it turned out the king was going to try to develop a resort in the Sahara Desert off the Atlantic coast.
What was that like for you to get a call from the king to say, can you come out and photograph? Here you are in Florida, I'm assuming you're in the United States, and you get a call, and this isn't even your primary business. Here you are owning this major court reporting business. By the way, Alan, can you come out and capture this?
Well, I also had a video conference company, and together with a business group, I was invited to present my services to the king to sell video conference systems. And one of the gentlemen sent my website to the king's point person, and as a result, that opportunity went by the wayside because he asked me to come as his guest to photograph this festival, which
Wow.
was a trip of a lifetime for a photographer.
That's
We stayed
incredible.
in goat camel hair tents in the desert overnight. It dropped to the 50s at night, and then, of course, it warmed up during the day. And there were 20,000 tribesmen, 20 tribes, and each one brought their Arabian horses and had to, in unison, ride down the desert toward the dignitary's tent where the king's brother, Rashid Malloy, was, and foreign dignitaries, to impress him. And 19 of the 20 didn't quite come down in an organized fashion. And when they came time to shoot the rifles, they were not in synchronization. The one group that impressed the prince the most is the one I captured, called Bedouin Berber Tribesmen, and it's one of my favorites.
Wow. Have you written a book?
Life's been getting in the way, but my number one priority is to have a more than one coffee table book with different themes. Cuba was going to be my number one, and then I'm going to have a potpourri of my favorite photographs, and then I'll do it probably by country.
It would be amazing.
You weren't here the day that we did his show, but I said the exact same thing.
That
The
would be
coffee table
amazing.
book, to actually see and witness where you've been, because your travels are unprecedented.
Yeah, and I do attach a narrative with each picture, detailing the inspiration behind each photograph and why I took it. And that will come with the pictures in these books.
With all these travels, and we're going to do a commercial break in a second, all the cultures and people you've met, is there one theme across all of the peoples and cultures?
Yes, the challenges that people in other countries are faced with in order to live every day. And I take these images not just for their beauty, but for their message. And each person who views a picture may see something different based on their own makeup, and it may evoke different emotions. And I try to capture that and share that for the viewer.
Amazing. We're going to take a commercial break. Maybe we got two boys in a car, and
We'll see.
we're at Cold Stone Ice Cream. Let's see where the boys are. When we come back, we've got a lot of artists in the house right now.
Yes,
We've
I
got
love it.
Amy and
I love it.
Barbara and
Stack them up.
Alan. I know, pretty amazing. Everyone will get to meet each other. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Looking for a place to get your ice cream fix? Look no further than Cold Stone Creamery. At Cold Stone, we make our ice cream fresh every single day in store. We have over 20 different ice cream base flavors and over 30 different mix-ins to choose from. We also have plenty of signature creations if you don't want to go ahead and choose your own. To end your creation, you can put it in one of our freshly made waffles. We have ice cream cakes, ice cream sandwiches, milkshakes, smoothies, banana splits, sundaes, and so many other things for you to come check out and enjoy. We are the official ice cream store of the Brooklyn Cafe. Hope to see you soon, and remember, it's always a great day for ice cream.
Hi friends, it's Bree and Allie from Kids and Capes. Tune in Saturday mornings on the Brooklyn Cafe Kids Television Network at 10 o'clock, where we share fun and ideas. And remember, peace, love, and kindness.
Welcome to Lost Harbor Spirits, a world where pirates inspire our spirits, treasures remain undiscovered, and flavors are infused with the essence of mysterious voyages. The distillery became one of the few women-owned craft spirits production sites in the U.S. From our award-winning spirits of vodka and rum to delicious gin, we're always coming up with some new and exciting flavors to keep your cocktails delicious and fresh. Proudly distilling out of West Palm Beach, Florida, Lost Harbor Spirits is a true treasure waiting to be discovered. Contact Palm Beach Distillery at lostharborspirits.com to take a tour or purchase your favorite spirit at your local liquor store.
Hi, I'm Tracy McDonough, owner and founder of Healing Moments. Healing Moments is a healing playroom, a mind, body, spirit center. Our service is love and compassion, and the environment is soothing, peaceful, and inviting. Every area is designed for healing and peace. We deliver services such as massage therapy or lymphatic drainage, energy healing and Reiki, chakra balancing, physical vascular therapy for circulation and pain, vibrational medicine using frequencies and oils, and music in order to calm and relax your mind, body, and spirit. We also offer detoxification services using infrared sauna, ionic foot baths, and power plates. All of our modalities are designed to reduce stress, anxiety, induce relaxation, relieve pain, and provide detoxification and inflammation reduction for optimal healing and wellness.
Looking for a cool, laid-back space with great people and even better drinks? You can't lose. The Artful Dodger, Boca Raton's hidden gem. A good, old-fashioned local bar is hard to come by, but not anymore. The Artful Dodger is a fun, casual place to sit back and relax. Located at 495 Northeast 20th Street in Boca Raton, you'll find your new favorite bar. The Artful Dodger. We'll see you there.
30 years, the acute color sense and masterful presentations of this artist have inspired women worldwide. Barbara's style encompasses it all: bold and brazen, subtle and calming, drawing on unconventional techniques and tools, canvas spinning, scraping, and sandpapering. Her hallmark is highly textured surfaces and playful resin-filled abstracts. Barbara graduated magna cum laude from New York University. She studied at Cooper Union and the Boca Museum of Art. To view her artwork, visit her website at barbarasilvergallery.com or contact her by phone at 917-757-0447 or by email at barbarasilvergallery@gmail.com.
If a tree falls in the woods and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? Have you ever felt that your voice goes unheard? And you think that you can make a difference if only someone would listen. It's time for women in business to have a place to step into your power, a platform to embrace your hopes, dreams, and your visions, a voice to heal and restore. Your voice can make a difference. We have a platform you deserve to share your story and let your voice be heard. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself the chance to be heard and shine bright. Contact New Dawn Media by texting CAFE to 55312. That's CAFE to 55312. Or call us at 866-224-5422. Your voice can make a difference.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
I feel like an altar boy.
And we I feel like the monks behind you, they got their bells. The bells of peace.
Now, I spoke to Slick, so I guess we're going to have to bring it up because Taylor's at the store.
Oh, okay, let's bring the boys up. She's coming up, and Taylor's there. There's Vinny.
I'm here at Cold Stone. I'm Vinny right here, and today we have Taylor who's behind
Turn your volume up on the phone.
There's Taylor.
today we have all these ice cream here. I'm gonna get French vanilla, while everyone else will probably get wait, what's everyone getting? Birthday cake?
Yeah, birthday cake remix.
I mean, I guess people want.
But that's
What are you
kind of
bringing
like
back
their
for
top.
us?
Birthday cake remix is kind of like their top seller. Like cake batter's almost gone. I was thinking about grabbing it, but
Cake batter's all
that's
gone.
like their best. Taylor says that's kind of like that's everybody's favorite.
Do
Look
they
at
have
that.
any new flavors?
Any new flavors, Taylor?
There's one coming out soon called marbled chocolate cake batter. It's basically chocolate and cake batter like mixed together. So that's coming out soon. Not yet though. You guys
We're gonna have to call Taylor the ice cream.
But I got you.
Chocolate and cake batter mixed together. And then I see
Yes.
Reese's cups behind them with peanut butter. Wow.
And you get to add stuff, right? Like if I wanted nuts or chocolate syrup.
Put in your order. What do you want?
I can't eat any of that.
Okay.
I could take a
Put
bite
in
before-
your order. What do you want? I think.
You know
I
what?
think
Why
I
don't
should
you
give
bring a couple
mints.
of things back?
I
I
sent
think
them
you-
with
I
money,
think
so
he
whatever
wants
you
mint.
want.
I
What's
think
your
he wants
favorite?
mint.
Taylor, send me what you think is the best, because I'm only gonna have a tablespoon anyway.
Say mint. Say mint. It's mint. Mint. She says mint is the best.
You like mint?
I love mint. What kind of ice cream you guys like? I love mint. I am all in on the mint.
And Teddy needs gluten-free for when she decides she's ready to eat sugar again.
No, she can't ever eat sugar
Okay,
again.
but we're bringing birthday cake remix. I don't know if you guys see it.
What's
All right?
in it?
Birthday cake remix has rainbow sprinkles, brownie, and fudge, and it's just amazing.
Wow.
Also, do you
Because-
have an extra, like that thing behind you, a banner that has all the flavors?
Ben,
You want a
that has
sign
a,
for
oh, I
Cold
can
Stone?
bring a menu. Yeah, I can bring a menu.
No, not a menu. I want a sign. I want to see you. I want you to steal me a sign, Slick.
Oh no, I have a menu board. We don't have. Yeah, I'm
No,
so
you can't
sorry.
bring that back.
I want you to
I
steal
can't bring
it.
this back.
Don't steal their sign,
I
please.
want a sign. I want to put
She
up
says
the
it's okay
menus.
for me to take it.
We'll put the menu in I guess, well, bring me something
No,
back.
she's
'cause I wanna
giving you
put
the
it up.
sign.
You're going to give me the sign?
Yeah, she's giving us the sign. Yeah.
You know what?
Teddy, we now have an ice cream sign. You know what that means?
That means I'm going to open an ice cream mini here.
I'm just kidding, guys. I'm kidding, guys. I'm not getting the sign because the customers
Can
need
you
to see
imagine
it.
if we got an ice cream sign?
Bring me a menu. I'm going to put it inside a case or something.
And she's making us ice cream.
Look
All
at
right.
her go.
Amazing. Check it out, Cold
What is-
Stone Creamery in Boynton Beach and in Lake Worth. So tell them the Brooklyn Cafe Show sent you.
That place is beautiful.
Alan, what's your favorite ice cream? What's your favorite ice cream? Ah,
He's pretty basic like that. That's
vanilla and pistachio. Look at her go.
Look at her making the ice cream on the cold slab.
I can't remember. I guess we had cold. Look how quick she is. Wow, Taylor.
That is one scary chick. What flavor is that, Vinny?
Well, they want to know what flavor that is.
Oh, it's French vanilla with chocolate sprinkles.
Oh, French vanilla and chocolate sprinkles.
Vinny, I hate you.
That's Vinny's breakfast.
Yes.
I love you too, man.
Vinny
Good
came in.
stuff.
We had him working so hard he never got breakfast. That's
I know,
breakfast.
I feel so bad.
Wow,
for
it's so
her.
cold.
So we send them out for ice cream.
Taylor, you the best. Tell Dad we love him.
Huh? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yes, a birthday cake remix. I don't
We'll
know
see you
what
tomorrow,
size.
Taylor.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
Wow.
Live from Cold Stone Creamery in Boynton Beach.
I kind of like that. Two boys in a truck. In a
Two
car.
boys in a car.
Two boys in a truck is another company.
That's a moving company, isn't it? Don't you love the feel of all the colors here?
Whoever did this set is a
Whoever did the set did a beautiful job.
Masterpiece.
And we have to talk about the cigar lady. You had featured in the Louvre. Just grab your mic. There you go.
Yes, I entered an international photography competition. And out of 6,000 entries. Sorry. Thank you. As a result of a international competition, Cigar Lady was featured, along with others, at the Louvre in Paris at a private reception. And in their international book of 100, it was number 50, and it has become my most popular piece.
Wow.
Amazing.
It's won 7 awards.
This one here?
Yes.
Wow. And this is for sale?
Yes, it's for sale, as my other images
Is
are.
this the only one you have?
No, I have a limited edition of 15 per size, and primarily in 3 different sizes. I have the framed version, and I have the acrylic mounted version, such as the parachute
nice.
ride is, and the 4 monks in waiting behind you, Fred.
Slick loves the 4 monks in waiting. And we have the yellow Buddha. So I was saying when we were talking during commercial break, I kept seeing blue and yellow that whole week. It was my daughter's birthday. I sent her yellow roses with blue orchids.
Oh,
and
yes,
then
you're talking
the
about
next
the-
day you walked in with the blue Buddha, the yellow cigar lady. Everything was blue and yellow when you walked
Yeah, it was
in.
the golden Buddha with a sharp blue sky behind it.
Wow.
I'm going to ask you, what I would like you to do is to bring me more photos. Because in Studio A, on that back wall, I would like to put them there. And I would like to be able to have maybe 4 or 5 in the big area. Because I think that it's outstanding. I don't know if you have other pieces like you bought here, but I think it's outstanding, just the photography.
I'd be delighted to bring them.
I would appreciate
Thank you
that
for asking.
because
I'm flattered.
and again, we use Studio A, I move it around
Because we put shows everywhere.
because I may even take a small one with me to the radio station.
Not my golden Buddha.
That's the one.
Nope. You cannot have my golden Buddha. Every time he goes to take something, I have to buy it so it stays here.
No, I'll bring it back.
No, you can't have my golden Buddha.
My pleasure.
It is a stage presence, and we have a music show maybe next week starting. And they want all the photography. I need you to bring it to me as soon as you can because stage presence is part of what we do, and people love it. It gives character. It gives depth. It gives the feeling of what you see right now on the screen.
You've got another one we saw, that beautiful little girl's face.
Oh, the Peyton City Baby. Yeah, it's one of my favorites.
Where did you take that one?
That was in Nepal,
Wow.
in another village outside of Kathmandu. And she was sitting on her grandfather's lap at a dzong near a temple. And her face captivated me, and I zoomed in on her face and isolated her from her grandfather with the second photograph. The first was with the grandfather. And I focused on her eyes, which I do with animals and people if I can. And that's where the emotion comes. And it's a beautiful photograph. And I have to say, it may not happen, but an art professor of one of my art shows saw it and said, "Have you heard of Steve McCurry and his Afghan woman?" I said, "Yes, it's a magnificent shot." He said, "Well, this one could become very iconic if you enter it in National Geographic." And I haven't done it yet, but I probably will.
I was going to ask you if you've entered any of your work into National Geographic. Yes, you
It got
absolutely
picked up
should.
right away. Absolutely.
Well, I was published, 13 of my photographs was published in the Sure Shot of National Geographic about 4 years ago. But I have not entered any in any competition.
They're
my
asking
gosh.
me if you would sell it using coin.
Bitcoin?
Not Bitcoin, but
Oh,
I couldn't hear you.
cryptocurrency?
I'm sorry?
cryptocurrency.
Digital art and cryptocurrency, NFTs, are very new now.
Cash is king.
Okay.
But I definitely would enter that beautiful baby into the National Geographic.
I will, thank you. I'm glad you feel the same way about it. It's a
Yeah.
very special picture.
Her eyes. And I know children are very special to you. Part of your proceeds goes back to different children's foundations?
Yes, from whence I came and being raised in 3 different children's homes. And the third of which was the Pravda Children's Home in Brooklyn. One of 3 of over 200 children were granted merit scholarships. And that enabled me to go to business college to become a court reporter. And as a result, I always pledged that when I was in a position to, I would give back. And so I've given back to the Miami Children's Society, Foster Care Review, and St. Jude, and other children's causes.
That's amazing.
Outstanding
Back
stuff.
to the kids, right?
But it's outstanding. I mean, the whole concept of it is outstanding. And the more you see it, the more you get to appreciate. And that's really what it's at.
You know,
I'm
and
glad
for-
it captured your eyes.
Oh, I did. And I'm gonna tell you, this has been it's been a tough week for me. It just comes home.
You know, what we get to do when we surround ourselves with different art, it changes our feel when we get to go on air. Because when we've got a dark piece behind us, you feel the energy. And so your artwork, it brings about a different energy. And Amy hanging a new piece there, because I see that when I'm looking at you, changes the energy and it changes the vibrancy.
You know,
It's a
because
great
of the
walk.
pandemic, people were isolating in place and sheltering in place, and haven't gone to crowd spreading events, and they're anxious to come out. And as a result, they have not gone to art exhibitions and art shows, and now with the vaccines and continuation of wearing masks, people are feeling safer and they're hungry for art and to see art shows. So we hope that people come out as the artists rejuvenate their displays of art for the public.
When is your next art showing?
In the works is pending is an exhibition with 3 other artists at the Palm Beach Art, Antique, and Design Showroom in Lake Worth. When that is confirmed, it'll be a 6-month exhibition.
Wow.
There are 25,000 square feet in that facility with other artists and gallery owners from Worth Avenue and elsewhere who have represented their artists. And I'm looking forward to that. I will be applying for and hope to get juried in, as I have in the past, to the Las Olas Art Show, the Pinecrest Fine Art Show, and the Downtown Delray Beach Art Fest, as well as Naples National and Naples Downtown Art Festivals in the coming art season. The first of which will be the Las Olas Show during Art Basel.
I got to tell you, one of the remarkable things, and I saw this in New York City, is that during the pandemic, all types of arts did not go down. There was more specific buy. But as you look at it, because I got a letter in the mail yesterday for somebody to buy my house. What's happening right now in Florida has never happened in the history of Florida. People from north are coming down. They're tired of the stuff up there. They want to come down here. And they want to buy houses. And you got to dress up your house. And I'm going to tell you something. You're looking at stuff. If you come down and you check out the gallery, we should be empty.
Well,
Because
in those houses that they're buying, the walls are empty. And also during
Because
the
they're buying 'em
pandemic,
empty.
artists had more time on their hands as well, and they did a lot of creating.
But the unique thing is that at the mini gallery that we have, we don't want just anybody. We're looking for things that are different. We're looking for things that touch home. If you're from up north in New York City, that's going to touch home.
Yep.
And there are certain things that we have here that you're not going to find in other. These are all handpicked. Come on down, take a look, see what there is, and I'm sure that in his inventory,
Yeah.
he's going to be able to fulfill anything you want in photography.
Yeah, I'm just looking at these ladies in here, the double mimes. I can't believe that's a photograph.
I was at an event at the Four Seasons Hotel, a black tie event on Brickell Avenue in Miami.
Wow. You have this?
Yes.
You got to bring me this.
Well, it's hard to bring everything, but
You got to bring me
I'm so
5. I
glad you
just
brought
And
want
look at the
5.
one underneath it with
I
the
see it.
balloons.
This is amazing stuff.
Well, a 48 by 32 inch acrylic mounted version of that this weekend will be displayed at the Cher Gallery at Gulfstream Park in Hallandale,
Wow.
along with Cigar Lady.
But this is amazing. I mean, his stuff is amazing.
Absolutely beautiful. How do people reach you? What's the best way to contact you?
My phone number is 305-586-1181. My email address is h-j Allen, A-L-L-E-N, at gate.net. And my website is h-allenart.com, where they can contact the studio.
People are asking me if you have a sheet on the back of everything you sell to give this story.
Yes. Every picture that I photograph that I mount and frame has a narrative as to the origin of the photograph, where it
Very
is,
cool.
in limited editions.
I love it.
It's
I love
amazing.
it.
Did you see the cloud revelation? Look at
No,
that
because
picture.
I'm going to ask him
You're
for
going to
it.
want all of them.
I
know.
need as much as you can give me, because I want to do a whole documentary.
Where was this
around
one taken?
thing.
The crowd revelation. Cloud, sorry.
Cloud Revelation was taken in Sri Lanka, the first leg of our 28-day trip. There were about 13 people from my ski club on a non-ski trip. We were very fit, and we were doing a lot of trekking and climbing. And when we checked in at the end of the day, many went into the bar, others went to their rooms to change, and I saw this moment on the terrace outside the lobby.
See that view?
And we were about 8,000 feet up of this image building amidst the clouds. And when I set up my tripod, it disappeared. The clouds moved and covered it up. And I waited about 20, 30 minutes. And it opened up again. And I captured the moment. It was open for about 15 seconds. And I captured the moment. And it's been one of the favorites and popular with my collectors.
Amazing.
And I mean, all of them. Your Monk in Waiting, and I'm telling you, you
Listen,
got to
I'll
come
take
down
whatever
and check
you
these out.
can spare. How's that?
We'll talk about that.
I got to tell you, it's fantastic. And when you put an array, a whole wall of fantastic,
A photo
it's like
collage,
the
yeah.
crooked picture that I made, and everybody says, that's interesting.
But imagine all the stories that go with each of your pictures in a book.
That's the
on
sale
there.
right there.
Well, both
baby.
of you really flatter me. I mean, more than
You know,
I
people
deserve, but
don't-
I appreciate
It's
your
great.
feelings.
It's great. It's great
Most people
stuff.
don't have the opportunity to travel, especially travel the places you have. So you give people an opportunity of a lifetime to enjoy it through your eyes and to see the beauty and the stories.
Well, it's interesting you mentioned that, because in Burnsville, North Carolina, where I go every fall and summer, I provide a photographic slideshow to the community in the library in their video conference center with a huge pull-down screen, and it's free to the public as a cultural community benefit. And they tell me often, we don't get to travel, and through your eyes, we're really traveling to other places that we wish to be, and we feel like we're almost there. So it's,
Yeah, I mean,
it's nice.
so many things. Your slideshows. I mean, think about people that are in nursing homes or ALFs or memory care that don't get to travel. They don't get entertainment. Even if you just brought over some of your slideshows to bring them back some joy would be spectacular. So many things. We
He's
can,
like-
get, you,
he's
we can
like-
get you really busy if you wanted to be.
Well, he's like frozen time.
Yeah.
And the unique thing is, you just don't understand, well, you do, the impact of what's happening in our society right now. Things are not like they were a year ago. You know, people are beginning to appreciate the small things in life, as it is right
Get you
here.
back.
The pandemic has modified the outlook of many of us.
That's
and,
right.
And has allowed us to focus on what's really important in life. We take less for granted, and we communicate more often and better with each other. And so that's the silver lining in that cloud of COVID.
Well,
Thank
I welcome you. I'm glad you've come to our home, because I got to tell you something. It feels good to be able to think back. That's what I feel. You know, I got to think about the stuff I did with Willie and everything else. I never knew photography would affect me the way it has this week, and your work has. So whether you take it from me or not, if you come down here, I'll share a story with you. I mean, I'm a book of stories, right? And I will tell you some of the stuff that will happen. And people, I'll give you phone numbers, you can verify it, because it's all true. So I'm glad that you're here. This stuff is outstanding.
Fred,
I want a
it'll-
whole wall of it.
It'll be a pleasure to
Good.
share my work with you.
More to
Great.
come. You got to come down and check this out. Check out all the artwork here in our gallery. Barbara's going to be hanging some new pieces. We've got the art of Amy Reshevsky coming up at 2:30 today. Let's talk art. We got the boys coming back from Cold Stone. We're going to take a commercial break. Maybe we can bring the ladies out before we head over to Manchester.
Why not?
All right, let's take a quick commercial break. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
AMP Media Productions and WNN Money Talk Radio have been in conjoint business for 10 years. They've been working around the clock, nonstop, to promote over 500 shows and businesses with added platforms such as social media live streaming, podcasts, and the specialty of live radio. To amplify your impact and start your show today, contact AMP Media Productions at 866-224-5422.
Looking for a cool, laid-back space with great people and even better drinks? You can't lose. The Artful Dodger, Boca Raton's hidden gem. A good, old-fashioned local bar is hard to come by, but not anymore. The Artful Dodger is a fun, casual place to sit back and relax. Located at 495 Northeast 20th Street in Boca Raton, you'll find your new favorite bar. The Artful Dodger. We'll see you there. Welcome to AMP2 TV, the first and only internet production company that's truly plugged in. When you're looking for a full-service internet radio, TV production company, discover AMP2 TV. AMP2 TV is a full-service media company that can provide all streaming videos, video studios, radio studios, and television studios that will set the venue for any media application. We offer remote services as a radio or TV production and continue to grow new venues to bring your ideas to life. We also specialize in video and photo content for social media. Call us today at 866-224-5422, for no business is too small to grow to be accounted. It's time for your message to be seen. Let AMP2 TV help get you there.
The Spa Facial by Maria has amazing facials, body treatments, and sugar body waxing for any special occasion. All our spa treatments have organic and natural ingredients concentrated just for your skin. We guarantee all natural products help you with that extra feeling of zen. The Spa Facial offers organic facials, foot detox, aromatherapy, manscaping, and face and body waxing. Call the Spa Facial for your spa appointment with Maria at 954-213-5034 or visit her website at thespafacial.info.
Welcome to your vacation staycation. And what better way to kick back than to blend up a sweet pina colada, a smooth mojito, or just a nice stiff rum and coke. If you want true relaxation and enjoyment, then you want Gubba Rum. Gubba Rum is a unique rum infusion. Gubba Silver Rum is infused with real shredded coconut, and Gubba Rum Gold is infused with real shredded vanilla bean. Both are made with certified organic ingredients. Each infused Gubba Rum is 35% ABV, 70 proof, and as we say in Boston, wicked smooth. So if you're looking for the best combination of taste, smoothness, quality, and price, your clear choice is Gubba Rum. If you want that wicked smooth taste for yourself or your vacation staycation, visit GubbaRum.com to find your closest liquor store that carries Gubba Rum Gold and Gubba Rum Silver. Gubba Rum, it's wicked smooth.
The way you live your life says a lot about you. The way you choose to commemorate your lifetime can say even more. It's a single event that speaks volumes. So how do you celebrate a life? Dignity Memorial providers believe that your memorial service should be as unique as you are, reflecting your personality and your passions. It should be a perfectly tailored send-off, a fitting tribute for family and friends to celebrate the person they love. We're professionals at catering to your every need, right down to the catering. In fact, no detail is too small. So when it comes time for a fitting tribute, we'll see that your final wishes are beautifully fulfilled. It's what Dignity Memorial providers are known for. and why you should rely on us to see that your life is well celebrated. The celebration of a lifetime begins here.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
But and we're back.
They're still getting ice cream.
They're still getting ice cream?
They're
bringing back ice cream. Riley's like, nobody's there. I want to come over. Have an ice cream party here brought to you by Cold Stone.
And the funny thing is, we are going to be putting gubba on it.
Get out of my head.
For you.
You ready to do that?
Let's see, my stomach is. My head is.
You getting ready for your show in a little bit?
Yeah.
Who do you have coming on today?
Christine Nightingale. Isn't that a great name?
Yes.
Yeah. She's a local artist, and she's from San Diego.
From San Diego? Chile.
Oh, nice.
You know, before we get...
Is your mic on?
Make sure your mic is on.
Yeah, that's on. It's on.
Now, before we go any further and they figure out what's wrong with your mic, I have to compliment you for Monday night.
Oh, okay.
You did a very nice job with Barbara, who the hell ran out of here. I don't know where she went.
Left.
I'm going to tell her, Barbara,
She wasn't expecting to stay.
you have to, when you walk through those doors, you got to expect anything.
Yeah, you got to expect everything, I know.
Yeah, when you walk through these doors, you never know what lays on the other side.
But you guys did an outstanding job
Well, it was our first time.
Yeah, but it was pretty good for the first time.
All right, well, next one will even be better.
Did you enjoy it? You know, you come a long way from 5 years ago.
Oh, no kidding. I used to, what?
I know. How's your husband? How's he feeling? Good?
Yeah.
Amy comes and hangs out here in between appointments.
Yeah, he had,
So you know each other 5 years.
oh, maybe a little longer, I don't know.
We
We've
met
known
at
her forever.
the other gallery we were at, and Amy came here right before the pandemic and started hanging all of her artwork, and she's brought in a few amazing artists, and Jay Harmon, and we had this whole little family.
I love this. She always scares me with her phone.
I know.
I love what you did over here.
Yes.
I'm going to do a lot more of those.
This to me, I love. And then you put the dress next to it, which is, this whole wall is nice. So we just got to do something on the top.
Yes.
A color
we're gonna work on the
explosion.
whole wall, yeah.
I got to tell you, but it's really nice that you've settled down now with your show, the art, and you've combined it. I threw the curveball at you at the radio station. Again, you came through. I couldn't do that 5 years ago.
Really?
No, because I thought you were going to freak out on me.
But look at the colors of your new piece you just brought in today with the monks behind you, Freddie. The colors all...
The colors are nice together.
The colors are really nice together, aren't they?
Yeah.
It's a nice synergy, and the blues work. And these are your latest paintings, so this must be more of your mood at the moment.
Yeah, it's my mood, and actually this one you can change in different directions, and you get a whole different look on it. So I haven't signed it on the front for that reason. And then, you know, I've staged it in a room. You know, I like to stage all my stuff so you can get a feel for how it would look in a house versus on the wall, because, you know, I mean, you take that everything away from it, it stands on its own much better than together. But that's what any piece of art, really.
What I like about Amy is that she goes to your business, your house, she takes pictures, and she determines what angle, what frame. How important is a frame?
Oh my goodness! And we were at the Murph House last week. You have to go. You haven't been, right?
No, not yet.
Everything is framed exactly the same.
Yeah.
So the frames kind of blend into the wall, but yet they're all the same, and the art pops.
Right.
What a spectacular place that is.
Yeah, that's fun. Yeah, I know Murph for a long, long time, and now he has 2 daughters. Oh, he has 4 daughters, but 2 of them in the business, so I call them the Murphettes.
Everything at the house is the daughters.
No, Murph's stuff was in the foyer and the living room. The girls were in the side
I
rooms.
thought it was everything was the daughters. But they have a different concept of art as well. And you know, the lighting is very important, which we're going to be working on. I mean, everything takes a little time to get it right. But what I like is that we're building from the ground up. So we get to do it right and get it right the first time. But I got to tell you, your stuff has always been outstanding.
Thank you.
And I love what you do because you're an out-of-the-box thinker. You do the flowers, you put it with the art, you're able to interview artists. Barbara's stuff, you know that Barbara uses a mop
I couldn't believe that one.
Does she?
to do her art.
Yeah.
That is very
She
cool.
said that,
Had
right?
a mop left over and just started playing with it. I don't know.
And you're going to be in North Carolina when? Next month?
Yeah, June 19th. Actually, Robin Weiss is up there already, so I'll team up with her.
Where in North Carolina?
In Blowing Rock.
Oh, you're about an hour and 10 minutes east of where I will be.
Where are you?
Burnsville.
And that's near what? Is
You
it
know,
towards
it's-
Charlotte or?
No, it's western North Carolina mountains.
Well, that's where
It's-
Blowing Rock is.
It's, yes, this is 35 miles northeast of Asheville.
Oh, okay. So when you go to when you're going to go to Blowing Rock from Asheville, you're going south? South.
You're going east, northeast of
Northeast. Oh, so it's not that far.
Amy's going to go south. Everyone else is going northeast, but you're all going to end up there. Welcome to Amy.
Welcome to Amy's world.
Car. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm going to be doing a lot of hopefully some interesting shows from some galleries.
No, we're still on.
Yeah, you're there.
Sorry, I thought we were off. Such
We
an informal
digress.
conversation.
You're going to do some shows from galleries?
Yeah, from galleries, and yeah, I've got some good contacts up there, and we'll see how that works, and hopefully trying to manage my way through it. Yeah,
It'll be great.
Virtual is not easy.
I can't believe it's been a year since we did this virtually with you.
I know.
That's the amazing thing.
Yeah,
That it's been
I
a year
started
that
out-
you started out virtual, yep.
And totally green. I had no idea how things worked, and every day I was learning another thing, and nervous about, oh, should I call them? I don't know if I should call you.
You're not nervous anymore.
No, I got it down pat now.
Call us, text us. You've got your own interns here, and Teresa's doing great. She's working with your media package.
Yeah.
You're placing commercial on Comcast with us now.
Yep, love to do that.
She actually leads the pack. You know, it's really funny because I know you know everybody. Everybody knows you. And now they used to say to me, oh yeah, I know her. Now they say to me, what is she doing next?
Oh, that's what
And
all
that's,
my friends
that's
say.
the best compliment in the world.
Okay.
That's the best compliment in the world because, you know, there's this thing where you chase or you're being chased. So all of a sudden you're setting the bar. And I love it. Even Barbara sent me this whole explanation. But Barbara's a different artist. It has nothing to do with Amy.
No, she's totally different.
She has not, even though they did a show together. You see, that's why you're different. Because you highlight other people because you know you're confident enough in what
Right.
you do.
Yeah.
Nobody does what you do.
No, and I really like to help other artists. I'm always looking for them to help me back, but sometimes it's a one-way street. but that's my nature. I mean, if I can help them, and by putting them on my show and introducing them for the first time and in the public, you know, that's my favorite thing.
We've got the pictures here from Allison Leftcourt that I know.
Right.
From your private collection, which are incredible, and they're for sale. If anyone's looking for a vintage Allie Leftcourt piece, we have a couple here as well. A lot of great things we have here.
Yeah, we had to put a little spot for those because those are exceptional.
Yeah, they're very valuable, and
I'm gonna have to
and
put
they're
those
major
in a different
collector's
place.
Items.
I didn't realize how valuable they were.
I know.
And when I tell you valuable, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, Allison has a major collection of her own. So she's done Hugh Hefner and Barbara Streisand, a million different, well, I shouldn't say a million, but a lot of different celebrities. And she would send them 2 paintings. One would be for them, and the other one they would sign and come back. So she has a major collection of signed pieces. And I'm sure they're worth a fortune. So that's really nice.
And I loved when you interviewed her because she's so down to earth. She's so relatable,
that's great.
authentic, having this whole conversation growing up in Boca Raton. And here she is following her passion as an artist and growing and doing what she loves so much. Not that it was easy. Listen, everything is hard in life at some point.
Yeah,
but amazing.
You know, but if you're lucky enough to get that niche,
Yeah.
you got it made, you know. But There's zillions of artists that never get an opportunity to do anything.
So truly amazing.
You know, and this show is a great avenue for that.
Yeah, you've really exploded with it. We were just talking to Alan about creating a show. I know Barbara's looking to create something.
But you got to keep the creativity going.
Right.
You know, you're only as good as your last show. So let's say you have a great deal, you sell $20,000 at an outside venue. Okay, give yourself an applaud, and then the next day, you got to start again.
Right.
And you touched on this on your show on Monday night. It's a business.
It is a business.
And all
most
of a
artists
sudden-
aren't business people.
You know, and it's funny because this goes back to Da Vinci and them guys as well, who had to paint on top of their paintings, because it's a business.
Right.
And you're trying to survive and continue to do the work. That's why I love what Jay does, because I can't even hold a pencil and he makes magic with it. I can't do anything like this. She took a dress and made a piece of art out of it. That's like the banana thing. Remember the banana thing? It's so for $1.5 million.
duct tape, yep.
Yeah, how was that? But he had the courage to do it.
I think Teddy has the new video, so let's take a commercial break. We're going to play your new spot. It just came in hot off the presses. We haven't even seen it yet. A new spot for Alan Benowitz's beautiful photographic arts. It's a mouthful, but it's beautiful. Well worth the mouthful. Photographic arts, take a look.
H. Alan Benowitz is a self-taught photographer, born and raised in Brooklyn, New York. His photographs have been exhibited in Miami and Wynwood design districts. H. Allen photographs nature, wildlife, people, adventure, travel, and architecture. One of his more popular pieces, Cigar Lady, was captured in Cuba in 2009. To see his work, come down to Ant Media Productions or head over to his website at www.h-allenart.com.
It is not easy to capture what you do. I mean, it is like a stadium, and you're trying to fit it in on 30 seconds. Very difficult to do.
Well, it's very generous of you. It's in the eye of the beholder, and I say it's fueled by passion behind the shutter. What if it does it for you? Capture it. It's rewarding.
Amazing. Check out his website. Check out the art. Come on down. See what we've got here in the gallery. We're going to go to a commercial break. Thank you so much for joining us. When we come back, we're heading over to Manchester with Tony McKenzie and her guests. So stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
Do you need a strong cup of coffee to get you through your day? Try your very own Brooklyn Cafe Show coffee, the official coffee of the Brooklyn Cafe Show. You can pick up a bag from us, or two. Contact us at 866-224-5422, or just stop on by. We're at 2400 Northwest Boca Raton Boulevard, Suite 13. Come on in, grab a bag of our signature Brooklyn Cafe coffee. The cafe doors are always open.
Dr. Laura Ellick, a licensed psychologist practicing in both Florida and New York with over 20 years of experience, addresses the negative thoughts that are keeping you stuck in your lifestyle patterns. Dr. Ellick works with children, teens, and adults, from anxiety and depression to eating disorders, addiction recovery, and medical issues. Making a deep interpersonal connection is a magical part of the therapeutic relationship. Contact Dr. Laura at 516-635-6186 or at Laura Ellick, ELLICK.com for a personalized consultation. It's time to remove the blocks that are preventing you from achieving your dreams. Call Dr. Laura Ellick at 516-635-6186 or at lauraellick.com. AMP2 TV and WNN Money Talk Radio have been in conjoint business for 10 years. They have been working around the clock, nonstop, to promote over 500 shows and businesses reaching all over South Florida. With added platforms such as social media live streaming, podcasts, and the specialty of live radio, it has never been easier to get your voice heard by millions of listeners. To amplify your impact and start your show today, contact AMP2 TV at 866-224-5422. That's 866-224-5422.
Welcome to AMP2 TV, the first and only internet production company that's truly plugged in. When you're looking for a full-service internet radio, TV production company, discover AMP2 TV. AMP2 TV is a full-service media company that can provide all streaming videos, video studios, radio studios, and television studios that will set the venue for any media application. We offer remote services as a radio or TV production and continue to grow new venues to bring your ideas to life. We also specialize in video and photo content for social media. Call us today at 866-224-5422, for no business is too small to grow to be accounted. It's time for your message to be seen. Let AMP2 TV help get you there.
The way you live your life says a lot about you. The way you choose to commemorate your lifetime can say even more. It's a single event that speaks volumes. So how do you celebrate a life? Dignity Memorial providers believe that your memorial service should be as unique as you are, reflecting your personality and your passions. It should be a perfectly tailored send-off, a fitting tribute for family and friends to celebrate the person they love. We're professionals at catering to your every need, right down to the catering. In fact, no detail is too small. So when it comes time for a fitting tribute, we'll see that your final wishes are beautifully fulfilled. It's what Dignity Memorial providers are known for. And why you should rely on us to see that your life is well celebrated. The celebration of a lifetime begins here.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back.
Every time I see those bills, you remind me of the bell that's right behind you on those boys and the monks in waiting.
I feel like I'm in China. I want to eat pork fried rice.
Oh, again, so equally encompassing to everybody.
Yes, you gotta stop doing crossword puzzles.
Why?
Because you're using all these words.
Yeah, what is that with me? Why do I keep doing that?
I like the new sound system we have in place.
We've got a, what?
That is some sound system.
We've got a $100,000 facility here. We're using a $2 megaphone to communicate.
$4. Teddy, you sound fantastic. It's just funny, right?
Yes.
You have to use a megaphone. We have to fix that.
We got to put in earpieces is what we got to do.
Is that what we got to do?
Yes. If we had our earpieces and we'd be fine.
But why didn't you say that?
Because I didn't expect poor Teddy to be running this entire studio by herself. We were a little short-staffed today, a lot of short-staffed today.
But that's your fault. sending them to get ice
I
cream.
sent
thinking they're
them for
gonna be
ice
back.
cream. I thought they'd be back. I never have seen a 2-hour ice cream trip before.
Really?
Have you? I guess
Yes.
the mind of a
They're
boy.
probably going to be gone till 4 o'clock.
They're almost there, Slick says.
Almost where?
I guess back here.
There doesn't mean
Almost
back
there.
here.
And Slick is driving and he's texting, so that's a whole
He's
nother
not
level.
driving.
Oh, that's Vinny's
Vinny's
car?
driving.
I don't know, is all I can tell you.
All I got to do is tip my head because, wow.
Time for some ice cream and gubba is what I'm thinking is coming next.
I'm like lost.
It's just a head scratching, but it was a great show featuring all the artists today. We're going to head over to Manchester Studios with Miss Tony McKenzie.
Hello there.
How are you doing, Tony?
Good, thank you, Dawn. How are you doing?
We're doing great. What's happening over in Manchester?
Well, we're getting closer to the big day, Monday the 17th, when we can go into restaurants and bars, and cinemas are opening, so it's kind of that more or less final step towards normality and then continuing to build upon it, hopefully.
So restaurants are opening up. You've been to restaurants but sat outside?
That's right, but as for Monday, we can go indoors and go into bars and just have a drink or whatever we want to do, really. It's pretty much back to normal. And we can go into each other's homes. I'm not sure exactly whether that's as many people as you want, or I have to check up on that. Not that I'm planning on having lots of people in my house, but we can certainly go indoors rather than just meeting people outside of our bubble outdoors at the moment.
And what about masks? Are they lifting the mask mandates?
No, they want us to continue wearing masks and social distancing for the time being, see how it all goes.
There they are here.
And the boys are back with ice cream. Yeah, here they've lifted our mask mandates down here.
Yeah. Well, I suppose, I don't know, it's a matter of time. I guess we're just going to see how things go rather than rushing into anything global.
We've come a long way, baby, is all I can say, right?
Yeah.
We're coming out of
Yeah,
it.
how are you, Freddie?
Freddie, how are you?
How's Freddie?
How am I?
Yeah.
It's been a interesting week. I lost an uncle yesterday.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
So it's been, it's funny because, Dignity Memorial is a sponsor on the show. And
Yeah.
we've tried to emphasize to people about what they do and how they do it. And it doesn't hit home until it hits home. And I just got text right now that one of my family members here in Florida, who happens to be 12 years old, is now hospitalized with the virus.
Oh, no.
And it goes to show you that no matter how much you think that what we do with the mask and the shot and everything else doesn't work, or it's made up doesn't work, it really makes me angry because this could have been avoided. And now I have to deal with a family member going through this because his parents did not agree with it. So here we go. That's the kind of week I'm having. And it continues as we speak now.
Are the parents sick as well?
No, just him.
Wow.
But because he was in school. And I keep telling people, it doesn't hurt you to do something the right way. But it will hurt you a whole bunch if you do it the wrong way. And people laugh at me and they argue with me and everything else. And again, I don't want to be right. I wish I was wrong all the time. But now I got to deal with a 12-year-old in the hospital and figure this thing out. So it's been that kind of week. Other than that, it's been great.
Yeah, well, very sad for both things that you've mentioned.
Tell us about your guest you have joining us today.
Yeah, my guest this evening, or this afternoon where you are, is Ali Meehan, who is, she's the founder of a women's social networking group called Costa Women. She actually lives on the Costa del Sol in lovely, beautiful Marbella, or somewhere within that area. And it's the biggest women's social network, not just women's, I think the biggest social networking group in Spain.
Wow.
Helping people who live and work and have their own businesses in Spain to network, build their businesses. And Ali's also a qualified coach, so she has further skills to help people get to where they want to be.
Now she's a Brit in Spain.
She is.
She's a Brit in Spain.
Yeah.
So we're actually going to be in England and Spain and the U.S. all in one fell swoop interview today.
I know. I put in my social media post connecting Manchester, Marbella, and Miami, all the M's.
That's pretty cool, right?
I think we did this once before, didn't we? Didn't she have a guest
Not on
from
my-
Spain?
No, this is
No,
the guest we've
yeah.
been talking about.
Oh, okay. Okay.
All right, let's bring Allie over.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hi, Ali.
Guys. Nice to meet you. Hi.
Pleasure to meet
Thank you. For having me.
¿Y
Thank
cómo
you.
estamos?
Really good to meet you too. Bien, bien.
Muy bien. ¿Y qué parte de Spain? ¿En qué España? What part?
I'm down in southern Spain, in Andalusia, not far from Malaga.
Beautiful place.
How long have you been there?
Originally moved here in 2002, and then in 2004-05, I moved out to the Middle East, and then we came back, and then we lived in Thailand for nearly a year, and then came back here finally in 2010, which was when I started Costa Women.
Wow.
You sound like you're from the Bronx. Are you from the Bronx?
Not quite, no.
Wow.
We do actually have a great collaboration with the Women's Network in New York City, talking about the Bronx, called Big, but Believe, Inspire, Grow. And we host a monthly call with them. So 1 month it's a member of Costa Women that hosts the talk, and the next month it's a member of Costa Women.
Very cool.
Wow.
Well, we are actually going to have the Bronx, in Manchester. We are collaborating with our people there to see if we can get the Bronx, which is going to be a house in the neighborhood, but it'll be the Bronx house.
In the hood.
In the hood.
In the hood, the Bronx. Well, tell us about, you've got these amazing world travels that you're everywhere. Is this for business or because you just love to travel and move?
A bit of both. I started off my traveling journey in Australia. So I traveled and lived in Australia for a while. That was my first experience when I was in my 30s. And then I was fortunate enough to get a job where I actually commuted. So I traveled a lot for my business. And then I started working for a company who were based in the Middle East, but I was working from home. And in those days, 2000 this was, it was way before people were thinking about working from home. And the company that I worked for, the man that owned the company, just came into the office one day and said, nobody's going to work in offices from now on, everyone's going to work from home. And that was in 2000. So he was a bit ahead of his time, because we're seeing that now.
Yeah.
What kind of business were you in?
So in that particular role, I was working for business development consultants in the oil and gas industry in the Middle East. So we worked mainly in the GCC, Gulf Cooperation countries, yeah.
And how do you love Spain?
Yeah, absolutely love Spain, yeah. I particularly love the sunshine, and the culture and the way of living is very much more relaxed than it is in the UK.
It's totally different. We just had a gentleman
Totally
on, he's a new photographer in our studio. You can see some of the artwork, some of the photography behind us, and the monks behind Freddie were from Tibet. Or Bhutan, I'm sorry, those are from Bhutan.
Bhutan, yeah, I was watching actually in the green room,
you were in
your
the green
show.
room? Today seems to be the theme of traveling, the international travel, what it's like.
And it's funny because we're talking about the international network, and we were talking to Sasha about this. Listen, I may be crazy, but the bottom line here is that we are all going to be in this together. We have a gentleman in Madrid that is a correspondent for us, but they shut everything down. So he stick his phone out the window and just show us the street, because there was nothing happening in Madrid. Everything was shut down. But when this thing comes back, you better be ready, because somebody's going to take your spot if you're not there. So everything will work internationally, backward, forward, everything. Selling products, selling ideologies, philosophies, because now you have this gizmo that you can talk to people and still get training and everything else you need. So welcome to the show. We've been doing this we never shut down.
But to be in Spain and England and the U.S., that's pretty remarkable that we get to do this.
That's all we need is Australia. We're good to go.
Tell us about the Costa Women's Group. What do you highlight?
So we are a support group really for women that are moving into Spain or women that live in Spain. We've got 9,600 members over the whole of the country in Spain. We have 38 places where we meet up. Obviously, since COVID, we've been doing a lot of online events. Last year, we did 230 online events. We collaborate with Sue France, who I know you've had on the show. So we organise joint networking events with Sue. And that's where I met Tony, because she came along to one of our conferences that we had in Marbella. And the idea really is to connect, inspire, enable and support women in their journeys to and around Spain. So it's both social and business, because I don't believe we're defined by businesses. We're unique women first. So.
And you've got a chapter you work with in New York. How did that even come to be?
It's really interesting. The ladies group were coming over for a retreat in Malaga City, and I got a message through our Facebook page to say, is there any way we could network together while we're based in Malaga? So we arranged a joint evening where we all got together and networked and chatted. And I met one of the women that was on the retreat, Tara Gilver, and Tara and I got on very well. In fact, I call her now my American sister. And we've got a very similar heart for networking and for supporting women. So we just decided when she got back to New York, and that'll be 3 years ago this summer, that we would start doing these online events. So we started to do it 3 years ago.
Wow. Definitely a lady before her time.
I try to be.
Which is remarkable. And Tony, how do you work with her? How do you guys collaborate together? With Ali?
Well, really through Sue's group, as Ali mentioned, but Sue and I and a couple of other ladies went over to Malaga for International Women's Day. It was about 3-4 years ago, Ali?
Yep.
Yeah. And Ali Costa Women had a big conference there, and we had a lovely time. We spent 3 days in Malaga in the sunshine. It was beautiful. But since then, we've had online connections through Sue's group and Ali's group.
Have you
I've
ever
got
been
to
to
know
Spain?
some of the ladies.
I've never been to Spain, but I'm loving all this travel I get to do from the comforts of my chair here, and see what we get to do.
Well, hopefully you'll come and visit us at some point.
Yeah, I need to visit everybody is what I need to do. I just need to travel. I just click my heels and go where I need to go.
It's funny, I went to Barcelona, and they got the 3 ships.
The Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria?
Those 3. And the wine was free. Water cost me $3 a bottle.
Rather have you be drinking wine, I guess.
But I'm going to tell you, Barcelona is on... I drove down from Switzerland, and the castles, oh my God. Then I went to Madrid. Oh, yeah. Unbelievable. The culture, the history, unbelievable. And the people. You know, I have an aunt who married my uncle, and she was from Barcelona. La cultura is amazing. The people are just from another planet.
Totally different.
Did you enjoy the food, Freddie?
Oh, the food. Ay, Dios mío. I had a paella made for me in one of the towns. It wasn't Madrid. And they actually made a paella. It was the size of this table. It was like this. And I said to the guy, what am I supposed to do with this? He said, eat it. If there was enough people for 4, I took it home. I ate it for 3 days. But the seafood
Was that in
paella-
Valencia?
In Valencia. Oh my God. When you go to Spain, you don't want to leave. It is so beautiful there. Not anything against the UK, but I got to tell you, la cultura in Spain, and they love perfection. They do things always in the best. You know how that if you don't win, you come in second, it means you come in last? They do it that way. It's the best. The best.
9,000 members, and you coordinate all of them.
Yeah. It's fun.
9,000. That's remarkable.
And she's going to be 27,000 when this thing gets turned upside
And everyone,
down.
they're all in Spain?
No, some of them are dreaming Spain, so they're planning on coming here at some point in their future.
Ah, the dream. Wow. It's amazing what people want to do and the dreams they have to travel and do and to move and live life to the
Well,
fullest.
now they want to do them more because everybody feels held back. You know, you're missing a part of your life for 1 year. You would think that that's 20 years, but everybody wants to get back in a rush. There are people texting me right now about what we're talking about, and I tell people, you know, everything is timing. Just slow down. We'll get to you. Just take it easy. But 9,000, imagine getting 9,000 texts at one time.
What's your next networking event? What are some of the types of things that you talk about in your group?
So tomorrow we've got a networking event in the morning, and we will bring in lots of women from different parts of Spain talking about their businesses, and we'll put them into different Zoom rooms so they can start connecting and collaborating. I'm very much into collaboration, so I think it's really important to collaborate with other women's networking groups and see if we can work together in any way, particularly now, as Freddie said, the world has become a much smaller place. So it's great to be able to connect women from all around Spain and even outside of Spain.
How has business been for networking for you guys?
Networking's been very good because I've really tried to encourage the women, you know, even if their businesses are not doing as well as they'd hoped, to carry on networking so people know that they're still around. And maybe somebody will come up with an idea in the networking session that helps them move their business forward. So it's really important to stay connected in whatever way you can do at the moment.
I think things right now, we always say, everyone got through it. If you got through it, thankfully we all got through it. And now we're restarting again. Everything has changed. Nothing is the same. People's mindset isn't the same. Work is not the same. Business is not the same. And it's like starting over.
Yeah, how people buy things is completely different. The platforms that they're using, it's all very different to what it was before.
Even the philosophies of what you used to do. It's really funny. I talk to people who did things that didn't work and they want to do them again. And I say to them, why would you want to do it again? It didn't work before. Why do you think it's going to work now? Maybe this is a do-over. You get a chance to do something over and do it right. So take advantage of that. You know, people think that if you try something new, it's a failure. Oh, it's not going to work. It's new. I never heard of it. Okay, but the world, you know, ice is grown in the North Pole and in the South Pole. But that ice is always different. It ain't the same ice. What is wrong with people?
Things are different. What are you seeing as the different platforms for selling and for getting your business out there?
Well, Clubhouse has become very popular with some of the members, so they've started to use that and try that. Because of the different political situations and people finding that their friends maybe have different views to them over this whole situation with COVID, Facebook's not as popular as it was particularly for us, but and because Facebook changed the platform halfway through the situation, it's made it very difficult for people to keep up with what's going on and how to use the platform. So people have started to leave Facebook, but it really depends on where your clients are. There's no point in being on a platform if your customers and clients aren't there. So you really need to do that research first. And I agree with Freddie, you know, it is a lot of work. And I agree with Freddie, you know, if you do what you've always done, you get what you've always got. And if you've not got any customers or clients from a particular social media platform, then there's no reason to assume that you would start getting them miraculously now.
It's true, you got to change it up to get new visibility, new things.
You know, what I like is the fact that if you take a chance on something new, if it works, you're a hero. If it doesn't work, you change it. And the object of the game is we are trying different platforms, different ideologies, different philosophies. And you got to stick to it. You just can't abandon it because nobody's ever done it. You can't abandon it because the first day only one person looked at it. You got to keep doing it. And you know who's learned that lesson more than anybody else in our country? ABC, NBC, and CBS. Because they don't know what to do with themselves. They are not the captive market anymore. Now you have Netflix, you got Hulu, you got all these other things that are going on. So if you're able to do something new and it catches on, You got a winner. And it all begins because you believed in it. And then everybody else got to join. So don't think that something new ain't going to work. Push it out there. Get it going. I love what we're doing with the artists. I love it. I think it's different. I think picture art, I've never done this before. And it wasn't until I lost my uncle 2 days ago that that picture right there means something to me. I didn't know where that was going to come from. Now I got people texting me about Coney Island. You know how great Coney Island is? It means something to you. It means something to other people. So get out of your box, try something new, and then let's see what happens.
More people can join your networking group?
Absolutely. Yeah, we'd love to have them. CostaWomen.com. Just come over and join it. It's a completely free network to join.
What is it again?
CostaWomen.com.
CostaWomen.com.
Costa?
C-O-S-T-A.
Coast?
Coast with an A.
C-O-S-T-A.
Costa.
And my English not very sexy. C-O-S-T-A?
Yes.
Costa.
Yes.
Costa.
Costa.
Women-
Spanish for coast.
CostaWomen.com.
Is that Spanish for
Yeah.
hope?
Yes.
Coast.
Coast. Okay.
Coast. Okay.
Costa in my country means coast. Coast to coast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
CostaWomen.com.
It's the same.
Interesting. Wow. So I love the way bringing women together everywhere. Tony, thank you so much for making the connection.
My pleasure.
Are things
Thanks for
opening
coming
up
on,
in
Alex.
Spain for you?
Yes, they are. They have been for a while actually. So things are beginning to change now. We still have to wear masks all the time from the minute we walk out of the door, wherever we go. But yeah, things are beginning to open up now.
Awesome. Well, stay safe, ladies. It has been a pleasure to meet you. I love this, Tony, that we're in England and in Spain. Amazing. Gotta love technology.
You gotta love it.
Women Networking,
Yeah. And
check it out.
next week, I've invited two of Ali's members on, Lorraine and Coral. So we'll
Wow.
be going back to Spain again.
Going back to Spain again next week. All right. We're going international here at the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Ladies, thank you so much. Stay safe.
Okay,
Thanks
you
for
too.
inviting
See
me.
you next
Have a great night.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Whole lot of new people coming on today.
Wow.
We get Art. We're in Spain.
I have 100 emails.
Why?
Well, you know that at WNN, where we host our show, they have a sample of 6 different voices now. 6, not 1, not 2, 6. So they just sent me the samples, and I'm sending them forward. Because if you want to do a commercial at WNN Radio in our 3 stations, yes, you're able to pick the person you want to voice over your commercial.
Very nice.
It's pretty cool.
And the guys came back with ice cream, so we got to get that out of the freezer.
I
I'm
see
hungry.
a lot of spoons, but I don't see a lot of ice cream.
I think it's in the freezer.
I don't know, because I see Slick walking around here, and I think he ate all the ice cream.
We're going to see what kind of ice. I got to tell you, I'm hungry. It's 2 o'clock. It is time for some lunch.
Yeah, but we have a show after us.
We've got the art of Amy Rashevsky. Let's talk art today at 2:30. We had Amy on and Barbara. We've got some new art to hang. We've got the photography.
Is Barbara going to be on the show? No.
No, Alan Benowitz was here, and we got to go over to UK and Spain.
We've been all over the world. I'm exhausted.
It's me too.
I need a nap.
I feel like we've been flying all over the world. We started this morning with Picky Eaters with Dr. Sam. It's been a busy morning.
I'm going to tell you that Dr. Sam thing is an interesting aspect.
All these women.
If your kid is overweight or you're having some eating habit problems, that chick, she's on point. I'm just saying, I'm just telling you the truth.
Gosh, I remember making multiple meals in my house, and then of course, as the mom, you have to sample them all. So there'd be mac and cheese for Aaron and some mac and cheese for me, some chicken nuggets for them, some chicken, and then you'd sit down and eat dinner as a parent, and next thing you know, you've had 3 meals already.
How would you like to be a coach and you have a kid that weighs too much and they bring him Pop-Tarts for his snack during practice? What do you tell him, and then what do you tell them, the parents?
Well, it's the culture, right? It's, as you call it, the cultura.
Good luck with that. I'm going to tell you, the Hispanic culture, our meals are horrendous. Rice and beans and a banana.
A lot of
carbs.
Pop-Tarts. I remember Pop-Tarts and donuts and all those things that are go-to, which are fun foods, as she calls them.
Do you know what Pop-Tarts were in my house?
What?
Dessert with ice cream.
Man, I should have been growing up in your house.
My mother used to put a Pop-Tart with an ice cream right on top of it.
Wow. The chocolate
Not
ones?
good.
But delicious,
Every
right?
flavor you wanted.
The chocolate,
Not
the strawberry.
Good. Bad.
But delicious going down. So a new way of looking at food with your kids, getting them up and moving. We're going to be moving into our summer safety series. We've got Live Like Jake. They're going to be joining us next week for pool safety and water safety. Now that our kids are getting back out and camps are opening up, what we need to do with our children to keep them safe. I think it's a great segue to bring in Dr. Sam and food and a whole parenting session. Maybe we can do a whole parenting segment on that.
You don't understand how much we left out of the show today.
What did we leave out of the show?
We left the delivery guy. We needed to talk about that because I ordered food and I cannot continue that trend.
Trip delivery, I know.
Trip delivery saves you money.
Download the app. Trip delivery saves you money. No more hidden fees in your food. No more $20 hamburgers. You actually pay for the food. The restaurant keeps their food. You pay a set delivery fee. You get your food at a reasonable price. And it's a win-win for business as well if you want to start your own business.
That's right. So give them a call. What is it? TripDelivery.com?
Trip Delivers.
TripDelivers.com. Bobby's going to be on the show on Monday.
Okay.
Also, Gubba Rum. He was watching the show today. He loves the idea of Gubba on your ice cream.
Gubba, we're going to be doing that as soon as we finish the show up today. Heating up some of the Gubba vanilla, I think.
Just so many things.
Amy's ready to do that also.
I think Amy's already added. I saw like a big lipstick of ice cream with Gubba on it.
Spa Facial by Maria. She's got a great offering right now for a foot detox and reflexology. And of course, Healing Moments with Tracy McDonough. I got a Mother's Day gift certificate for a massage. I get to squeeze that in. I'm excited.
That's kind of cool.
Last time I went, it was 2 hours.
Also, I want to start, we're going to start the campaign. Tuesday nights, Tell Us Your Biz with Teddy. We're going to do a whole new campaign on this. We're going to change the demographics. We're going to go nighttime, tell us who you are, what you do, how great you are at doing it. If you can't meet us here at the cafe during the midday hour, you're going to be able to have an opportunity on Tuesday nights to do it at 7 o'clock.
Sounds like a fun day.
Commercials coming.
Amazing. And
Lot
of
of
course,
stuff.
Comcast, if you want to get your business out into the public eye on Comcast, yes, Comcast TV, like you see in your home, not internet, but on Comcast, let us know because Ant Media Productions is an agency for Comcast. We can help create your commercial or just with placement, and yes, we can choose the package that best suits all of your needs.
And it's
28
funny,
channels to choose from.
30.
30.
30 channels. But it's funny because I got to see one that was done by an outside company. Outstanding work.
Awesome.
Outstanding.
All right, so check it out. You're going to see more Ant Media commercials coming to Comcast. Let us know how we can help you. Always give us a call at 866-224-5422. Have a great afternoon, everyone. It is a beautiful day in South Florida. Stay safe always. Do what you need to do. Stay safe. Be kind to each other. We'll see you tomorrow.
And don't be late.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show's over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring you more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.
In the cold and sleepless nights, I wait for you to bring me back to life. In my electric eyes, it doesn't mean that time can pick in every single breath. I want to unfreeze my heart and fly away. That's why I wanna save it. Your moons and craters. Open up my eyes, waterfalls of ice, sweeping me away like an avalanche. Helpless as I fall, the words can't say it all, sweeping me away like an avalanche. listen for a sound, waiting deep inside my maze of sweeping thrills and colors. Just a ray of light, bathing me in drops of ink that gleams across my body. Wish you could